Hello everyone, this is Chase the Channel. My name is Kirill and we talk about watches here. Casio updated the GBM-2100 series for the first time in a year. It's a steel octagon with Bluetooth, solar battery, and as it turns out, beautiful dial colors. There are 3 versions at once. All are available in our store chasterclub.com. Links will be in the description, so all 3 versions are in front of us. And of course, the octagonal bezel is recognizable at first glance. The Octagon, this is the form factor that has firmly established itself in G-SHOCK's design. We encounter it in different versions, in different series, both budget and expensive. Here is something in the middle. Let me remind you that we already had the first GBM-2100 models. There was a release of 4 color versions. 3 were in the review, and the 4th on a white strap. Everyone was waiting for it, I was waiting. And just recently one arrived to us. I only managed to shoot a short video with it. We posted it on the website of our store, chasterclub.com, and it was immediately ordered. Yes, unfortunately, I didn't even have time to make a review. Well, it's okay. It was the year 2024, and since September 24th, when the version with Rui Hachimura, the basketball player, was released, this series hasn't been updated for 1 year. And now Casio has presented us with 3 options. Well, of course, the raspberry shade is the most attractive, in my opinion. Blue, yes, is good. Gray, even beige like this, unusual. But this crimson one, of course, is lovely. And this is vapor deposition. That is the very technique that Casio uses in Oceanus, for example. That is in more expensive watches. It results in rich shades. We can see this clearly. As for the external structure, nothing has changed. So it's steel and bioplastic. This is 200 meters of water resistance, and the strap is also made of bioplastic. Let me remind you that the GBM-2100 series filled a certain gap between the GM-2100, which had neither Bluetooth nor a solar battery, and the GMB-2100, which of course were significantly more expensive because they had a full metal case and a metal bracelet. But here Casio offers us a compromise. So there's Bluetooth and a solar battery, but you don't overpay for a full metal case. Well, overall, you do get a design with steel. Here the indices and hands also have a steel hue. Yes, of course, many don't like the black electronic display, but for this, Casio offers a blue version here with a white classic look of the electronic display. And these rectangles are arranged in a brick-like form. Here is such a classic G-SHOCK style layout. Again, I remind you that in the first versions there were vertical rectangles. Here, accordingly, they have rotated this pattern. Functionally, everything remains absolutely identical. So, firstly, it's Bluetooth synchronization with a smartphone. I think you all know very well that you can set an alarm there, for example, set up phone search and so on. And the functions themselves are also classic for G-SHOCKs here. World time, stopwatch, timer, and alarm. In general, Casio doesn't offer anything new in terms of functionality here. However, as usual, Casio offers us an excellent luminescent coating on the hands, indices, and of course a backlight that shines brightly and illuminates the entire dial beautifully. Let's look at the variation with a black display. Everything is readable here too, and as always, the black display gives off a bit of a blue tint in the dark, and the backlight, of course, performs its function superbly. Everything is visible, even the small arrow on the left side of the dial, the model on the wrist. As you understand, the dimensions also haven't changed. 49.3 millimeters, 44.4 millimeters, 11.9 millimeters. That is the dimensions that are perfect for medium wrists. Around 16 to 18 centimeters in circumference, and the weight is 72 grams. So, due to bioplastic and a small amount of steel, the weight is actually also small. They on the hand, well, are practically not felt and are quite light. No, well, of course, this shade is really good. Yes, although the black electronic display here is not as easily readable, the color turned out to be really vibrant. The usage, as always, is everyday and sporty. Here, if you really want to, you can change the strap to a bracelet. There is a quick change system. So if you want to use them in more formal situations, just switch to a bracelet and it becomes a classic octagon. Yes, maybe not with this shade, but the blue and beige ones, they will likely suit casual suits quite well, I think. The GBM-2100 series was ultimately created as a compromise, but in reality, it looks like a fully independent product. That is, this is truly a combination of functionality, good functionality, solar battery, Bluetooth, and design. Steel certainly adds a premium feel. This is not the GAB2100 made entirely of polymer, though, by the way, the functionality is identical to this series. Here, it's steel that makes the appearance significantly richer, if I may say so, and the colors too. The execution of these vapor-deposited dials is, of course, cool. But again, beige, I don't know, it didn't impress me much. Beige is kind of, well, neutral, so to speak. Blue, well, it's classic. A pleasant, restrained shade. But this raspberry one is good. But here, again, you choose what you like more. Style or readability or ergonomics. Because again, the blue version with the white display, you'll see these electronic digits better, especially if your eyesight isn't great. In any case, all three versions are available in our store, chasterclub.com. So if you like them, follow the links in the description. In the end, I'd like to know your opinion on which model you liked more. Be sure to write about it in the comments. And if you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. That's all. Goodbye, everyone.